You know, the other thing with Marvel right now is their TV shows haven't been getting the biggest push. Ironheart didn't get a huge push as far as marketing went. Kind of came and went. A lot of their stuff, the stuff they're putting on TV, is kind of not as big of a push as you would hope. And I think Black Panther, Wakanda, the new series, it's what's it called? Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda.
Did that drop today?
It dropped today, right? And the fact that Winston, the fact that you just asked, did it drop today?
And didn't know off rip. I knew it was coming out this week. I just wasn't sure if it was Wednesday, if it was today, if
And it's pretty nuts that's and we've all been looking forward to this one.
Mm-hmm.
So let's then get into, and for people asking about DC stuff, you've never watched this show before. We instead of what we do is we'll cover the Marvel stuff, then we're going to cover all the DC stuff. So stop this now, please. I ask you to stop this. Just stop it. Black Panther 3, the release date has finally been revealed. That's another one. Ryan Coogler is hard at work on the next Black Panther movie. A new report claims to reveal whether it will return to Wakanda. You can get a full breakdown of what we know after the jump. It's no secret that filmmaker Ryan Coogler is hard at work at Black Panther 3 screenplay, with a recent report suggesting his ideas for the threequel are generating excitement among Marvel studio executives. It appears that the movie will kick off the next saga of storytelling after Avengers Secret Wars concludes the multiverse saga in December 2027. According to Jeff Schneider on the hot mic, Black Panther 3, that's February 2028. It's going to start production at the top of 2027. Will be in the theaters February 2028. Marvel Studios has scheduled an untitled MCU movie for February 18th, 2028. We have good reason to believe that the plan is to reintroduce T'Challa after Shuri took his place in 2021 Black Panther Wakanda Forever, whether it's an adult version of Saint, aka Prince T'Challa, or simply a new version of Black Panther who returns with a different face in the post Secret Wars timeline remains to be seen. Black Panther found great success in theaters in February 2018 and established the overhauled MCU by putting the spotlight on the next character. To hold the mantle makes sense on multiple levels. Late last year, Denzel Washington revealed Coogler had cast him in Black Panther 3 while nothing has been confirmed. HB and Magneto are, is that right, HB?
I thought it was Achibe.
Could be. Achibe and Magneto are among the names we've heard from the Scoopers, claiming to know who the screen icon will play in the MCU threequel. The Black Panther franchise has never struggled to attract top-tier talent, but someone like Washington joining a comic book franchise is a huge deal and could be a game changer for Marvel Studios as a whole. Okay, so then also jumping into Eyes of Wakanda here. Well, the ending, I don't want the ending explained, but the show is coming out. I guess people are already diving into it, and it just, the idea that the show came out, I guess people are digging it, people who have seen it. But as Winston just said, they dropped it, and I did you know? Coy, did you see it already?
I did. It was supposed to drop at the end of the month, and then I know they moved it up once. I thought they moved it up to give it a weekly release, and then they moved it up again like 4 days ago to August 1st. Like this new date, like there's a reason Winston didn't realize it. It just moved and it came out at once today, which is crazy.
Because they did another like big trailer release like about a week ago, and I was gonna respond to it. I didn't have time just with stuff going on, and then I was like, wait, it's already coming? Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. I didn't even, on top of that, I didn't realize it was so short. It's only 4 half-hour episodes. So it's essentially just 2 hours.
Why not just do a movie at that point?
That's what I was gonna say. Do a movie. Do like a something, but that's a little weird in my opinion. But I will check it out.
What did you think about it, Coy?
I liked the writing and the themes a lot. Like the actual substance of the story I enjoyed, but I didn't love the animation style. So like I really enjoyed the backdrops and the painted and this like lush world they built. And that ties into the themes, that ties into the really tight writing. The writing's like exceptional, but when the writing's rough, it's like with a comic. Like if you don't like the artist, it's hard to enjoy the comic just because that's the narrative use of the story. So I really struggled with the animation style. So it's not like amongst my favorite of the animated stuff or of the MCU, but I really like the resonance it's left me with. But while watching, it took me a while to connect. The first 2 episodes, it took me a little bit. I really liked the second 2, but I don't know if that's just because I adjusted.
So it's not like they're like different things that happen, like different.
It's an anthology, so
an
they're all
anthology.
pretty disconnected. There are
Okay.
things that happen in one that affect two.
But it
So
has nothing. But it's similar to like What If, even though you're watching it, it has nothing to do with the overall scheme of the MCU.
when you get to the end, there are elements that tie
Maybe.
into the greater MCU, but they're not like it's more thematic than you know. It's not homework. Like you don't need to see it to like the MCU, but it is something that enhances Wakanda directly.
Yeah. I've been interested to see it, but yeah, I don't know. In the same way that look, you guys raved about that Spider-Man show also, right? And I haven't had even an inkling of. I'm finishing The Bear season 3.
I
right?
like the Bear this season. A lot of people did, and I dug it.
I liked it too. Dude, there's a scene. You've seen the whole thing?
Yeah.
The scene with Jamie Lee Curtis and
In the house with Jeremy
in
Allen
the
White.
kitchen.
Super behind.
I knew exactly the
I'm not going to
scene.
spoil anything with him, but I'm just saying there's a scene between.
Wait, you're on season 3 as well, or are you on season 4?
4.
I'm still on 3. I'm very
4.
behind.
And dude, Rob Reiner this season as an actor.
Oh, it's great. I like the season a lot. I don't know what people are talking about.
Yeah, I dug it.
But anyway, my point is that there's so many.
Spider-Man.
And then this morning, I said to myself, I go, oh, you know what I'm going to watch next? Tulsa King season 2, and 3 is coming out soon. These animation, they're so low on my list. They're so low on my list because they used to be high on my list because I'm like, oh, what's it really going to mean overall? Is it part of the homework? And I guess it's a good thing it's not part of the homework.
But then What If kind of showed us like, oh, we're going to value it like this much.
And X-Men 97 had nothing to do with the continuity, and I couldn't keep my eyes off of it. So
I guess that's my only thing that I'm so curious about is that like obviously I think X-Men 97 is in a class of its own, but
all right, I know you all heard of Viagra or Cialis, maybe even tried them. If you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, I got it. Rougiette Ready. If the usual pill isn't doing the trick, Rougiette Ready, it could be the answer. It's a 3-in-1 formula. It dissolves under your tongue, absorbs fast. You'll be ready in just 15 minutes on average, not hours, and effects can last up to 36 hours. That means that you're going to stay confident, you're going to stay present, and in control when the moment is right. Getting started is super simple. Rougiette connects you with a board-certified doctor, 100% online, and if prescribed, your treatment ships directly to your door. Connect with a provider at rougiette.com/Kristian to see if a Rougiette-ready prescription is right for you. You can get the code Kristian to get 15% off today. Rougiette.com/Kristian. Use that promo code Kristian to get 15% off today. Head on over to rougiette.com/Kristian. Use that code Kristian to get 15% off today. Use the code to support the show, and so Rougiette knows that we sent you. Individual results may vary with prescription treatment. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. Please visit the Rougiette website for full safety information.
Like Invincible, I've Coy too, but I've been trying to convince you for a couple years now. It is up there as far as that storytelling goes and everything like that. So I'm just so curious why you were able to lock in X-Men 97, but not Invincible. And I know what you mean that there's a lot going on. I agree with you. The fact that I'm still on season 3 of The Bear speaks to it in and of itselp. But
I think that's what it is.
And I haven't watched any Tulsa King.
I barely remember that was a show.
Right. Frank Villa. That's why I want to watch. And 3's come back and it did really, really well. And so I'm really excited to see it. And I want to go back, and then probably Mobland. It's another one that I want to get to. So those are just so low on my list. In general, the kind of animation that I've been responding to these days are things like Arcane. You know, like
this is very similar to Arcane style to give it its flowers.
This is?
Yeah. I think if you like Arcane, you'll like this.
Really? Did you watch Arcane?
Yeah, I could not get into it for the life.
Wow.
I gave it 4 episodes, which was
4 episodes.
A lot of my life that I wish I had back. I felt like I was watching someone play a video game.
God damn.
That's
I was bored out of my gourd. I was like on my phone most of the time trying to engage.
Wow, that to me that's some of the best storytelling and animation I think that
I wanted to love it. I know everyone raves. It's like the show, and it was season 1. I just couldn't find my way in.
Fair enough.
Shit.
Love it.
I'm glad everybody's got that show.
I love it. But did you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? You did.
Sure did try.
You didn't like that either. Wow, you just
loud, like people just like flailing and yelling. And
I'm surprised you didn't like that one because that one they had the same style as the Into the Spider-Verse.
It was just the scream acting and yelling and singing that I just
Really? Oh wow, that was another one that I dug. Anyway, Coy, you're heartless.
You
So
know, it's easy that way. South Park,
Heartless,
K-pop.
heartless.
I know you
Mark.
hate South Park. I'm
Yeah,
surprised
how
you.
do you hate South Park? What the hell?
It's just not funny to me. It's like I like a good.
You're not funny to me.
Yeah,
but-
you're funny to me.
Disappear.
You Moon Knight liar.
I come back 1 week and I'm kicked off the show.
Moon Knight liar. Yeah. Anyway, so what do you guys make of all? Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about the other stuff too before I do that. The Black Panther 3 and the fact that it's going to be a potential trilogy or what they're going to do, where they're going to go forward with it. Now, that's where I was a little confused. Is it this is the third in the trilogy, or they're going to do a new trilogy? Is that what it seems like? Like 3, 4, and 5 of a new trilogy, or they're just ending this trilogy here?
I don't think you get Coogler for 3 more. I just can't.
I would hope not.
I would hope he
not.
doesn't. I would hope that he wants to do nothing but produce them. Like I would hope that he steps away from writing and directing them, not because he's not fantastic, but just being able to see what he can do under his own.
Yeah,
like is fantastic. So I'm like, yeah, keep him on as a producer to like make sure that the world that he built, stays intact. But otherwise, I really hope he spreads his wings.
Yeah, me too. But let's say this is the end of the trilogy, right?
That's what I'm assuming too.
We should. The fact that 2028, it seems like they're going to have like this kind of standalone Black Panther movie that's not going to be connected to the multiverse, because at that point, Secret Wars will hopefully have ended all that. So we're going to have a new standalone Black Panther with the new Black Panther that will ultimately allow us to do that. I think everybody will be able to move on and have healed from the loss of Chadwick and be accepting of a brand new Black Panther. I do think it'll be is it Damson Idris? I think it'll be him. And I think that, and after seeing him in F1, I think it should be him. So
I think he would absolutely crush the role.
I think he'd be great. I think he'd be able to bring what T'Challa is all about, and I'm excited to see if that's the case. But if it is indeed the case, bringing it out in 2028, I think Denzel's pretty much a lock with this one. But Winston, you think 2028 is in the end? Plus the fact that Marvel has already held that February date. We know that they've had success with Black Panther, obviously in February, Black History Month, and so this seems like it all adds up. Yes.
Yeah, I think that the timing makes sense. I think you need to focus right now on closing out kind of the multiversal stuff. So, I'm sure whatever's going to happen, it's already been rumored that T'Challa is coming during Secret Wars. Great. Shuri's in there. Great. Do what you need to do. Then worry about this afterwards. Then similar to what you did kind of with Guardians, you closed out, the main Infinity Saga, and then you got Guardians 3 a little bit into the next phase and all that. Same thing. You'll get Black Panther 3 a little bit into the next phase, and the focus will be the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, as it should be. We saw what they did with Fantastic Four, and we know how much people love the X-Men. That should be the focus as soon as we're done with Secret Wars. So,
yeah. And Coy, how are you feeling about all this?
I think it's interesting it comes out in 2028 because it is probably a new Black Panther in that way. So now I'm wondering if it is a new trilogy. Thinking about the timing, like February 2028 would be one of the first things we get post Secret Wars, because Secret Wars is like November 2027, December 2027. So this is like 2 months after. What if we launch the post Secret Wars universe with new Black Panther?
And not X-Men?
I mean, I know X-Men is going to be probably the forefront. Like that'll probably be like the anchor, but like if the timing lines up, I don't think they'd do, okay, the universe is over.
Right.
Tie into the old Wakanda. Like that'd be,
Let's do the math. Let's do the math. So you have 2026 is Doomsday, right? So and then that's December or November rather, right?
Yeah.
And then the following year is November 2027. Well, you're gonna have Spider-Man before that.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is summer, and that's winter.
And then and then there's something is Secret Wars confirmed for November of 2028?
It's a year after
2027?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're probably right, because if otherwise, that comes out, what else would you do? So I think you're 100% right. If you have Black Panther, then you introduce the new Black Panther in Secret Wars, you get people excited for the new Black Panther as a movie in February, and then that'll be about 3 years out before Fantastic Four, probably 2,
Yeah.
And then Fantastic Four 2 will probably come out in the summer of that year.
And I think that'll be the Fantastic Four in the new universe. I think they
Yeah.
come to ours, and then that'll be a new take on them fish out of water style.
Yeah, and you can either do X-Men in December of that year or hold until December of 2029, which seems a little ambitious.
I think they want to launch X-Men soon because it sounds like they're casting. It sounds like they're like actively working on that. So I'd say in the next 3 years, because they have Jake Schreier, they're doing all the things to make it move forward. But it'd be interesting. I could see them either doing, I'd say like a 20% chance Black Panther 3 is an epilogue, like post Secret Wars, like something to conclude something.
Right.
Because it's so close. We're talking 3 months. That's right after. But I would 80% say it's something to launch a new universe, kicking off with a very iconic character, a new take on the character in a new world. And maybe that is a new trilogy, but it's the timing's crazy. Like that is a very interesting thing, November to February.
No, it is 1,000%. I mean, I think the other thing about it though is that it also opens up this idea that if we're, say, for example, going to get our new Storm in Secret Wars, one way or the other, we don't know yet, obviously, who all is going to be involved and whatnot. That is another whole thing that can then be involved as like a big storyline anyway, is T'Challa and Storm being together. And if you know that the X-Men are coming, I think that's also another good way to usher in a new era for Wakanda and however you want to go about that. So I think it all kind of aligns a little bit, in my opinion.
What do you guys say on all this? On Eyes of Wakanda, you can be watching it. You can check it out. Are you excited for it? Did you see it? What do you think? As far as Black Panther 3 goes, how's it going to play? How's the lineup going to happen after Avengers Secret Wars? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know.